morning, children. In the previous class, we learned about the different modes of transportation, right? And today we are going to learn about the concept of distance. Okay, concept of distance. From that different modes of transportation, what concept you got about the distance, children? That is, we must have an idea. First thing is, we must have an idea that how far we will travel. If we know the idea, then we can decide the mode of transportation. For example, if we know that for long distance we have to move, from Jaipur to Mumbai, if we want to move, then we will select which mode of transportation, train, or either by train or by aeroplane, right? Then if we wanted to move from Jotwada to our school, then what we will prefer, by auto rickshaw or by bus, right? Then from nearby to that means behind this school, if your house, then what you will use? You will use the bicycle, right? And if we are very short distance, then we will use our own foot. By walk we will come. These are the different modes of transport we will use. For that, first we want what we have to need idea how far we will move. Okay. Then what concept, that means finally what concept we will get it from this? If we move, if we travel less, if the distance is less, then we have to travel less. If the distance is more, then we have to travel more. That is the final concept of the distance. Understood, students? Then the next topic is measurement. Okay. What? The next topic is measurement. Now children, what is meant by measurement? Measurement means it is a comparison. Comparison between an unknown quantity and unknown quantity with a known quantity, or a non, otherwise we can say that a fixed quantity. Okay, fixed quantity. That is measurement. What is measurement? Comparison between the unknown quantity with the known quantity. How you will measure this? For everything, there are two. For a measurement, two things are there. Okay, that means a number and a unit. Two are there. Okay, these two are required. These two will be there for measuring a thing. Understood? Number as well as unit. This one I will explain. Before that, I will explain the some of the things to you. See, always how we will measure. First, if you are asking somebody's weight, then what question you will ask? How you weigh? That means your weight. So how many kilos you are? That you will ask, right? Or you may ask. That means if you wanted to measure the sugar for 2 kg, then you will say how many kilo it is, right? So then if you wanted to move from here to Jotwada, then you will ask how long it is, right? That means the distance, how many meters it will be. So then how much quantity, if you are asking, then how much. That it means how many and how much. Both will comes in a number. It will comes in a number. Okay. If you are saying that I am 50 kg, then there is a number, right? If you are saying that I will travel 3 kilometer, then there will be the number. So both the cases there will be numbers, but the units are different. Understood? This only measurement. And if you there should be a fixed quantity. So if the CDs are manufacturing, right? In that CD, everybody knows that in the computer the CD drive, the fixed measurement only. So according to that only the CDs are making. And if the CDs are in variation, that means in the size, if it is a different size, then is it work? it will not work because the CD drive same to all the computers, so you can't measure. There will be a fixed size. And if the cloth, if you are measuring, if my cloth, if I am stitching a cloth for me, that will not be suitable for you, because then you are very small, right? So my cloth is long, and so the size also be, if you are wearing, it will be very loose. So there should be a fixed size according to the person. Then only it is usable, right? And then if you are saying that it may see, students, for measurement of length and size of the object, there are three ways of measurement. Okay, three ways of, or three types of measurement you can see. For this first one, it is we will say about length of distance. Then second one is area, and the third one is the volume. Okay, for here area, how we will, if it is a rectangular things or a place, then we will say that the area, length and breadth, or if it is square shape, then we will say the area. So that is different. And for the volume, if it is a cube, then we will measure the volume only, right? Then even for size, that is volume. And then length, that means it shows the distance. If for example, if we are measuring this blackboard, okay, this blackboard, it's how it's by using the thread we can measure it. See, from here if I keep, then up to here I will, then after that this much I will measure it with the somewhere keeping or saying, or if we are, I wanted to make the blackboard to by a person, then we will give this measurement that by this thread its breadth is this much, and if I say this is the length, then this much length. That measurement along with this thread only he can make, right? Because that time, now not now, in the ancient time there were no particular tools for measuring the things, right? So for if we are measuring the table or your house bed, then we can measure by the using the thread, because we have to measure only the length and breadth. Then we can give the particular thread to the person and he can measure it, right? And because that only I am saying, there were no measuring tools in the ancient times. But at that time also the people used to measure the things. If they were walking, then distance, how they did. They used their foot. By their foot they measured, right? Then they said that this much foot distance that place. Then by some other things like this one. See, what are the ancient the tools used by the ancient people. See, if I measure this breadth of this board, then if I use, see, from my little finger to thumb, then it is what a hand span. What it is? Hand span. Hand span means that is from my little finger to my thumb. That is the hand. That wide. It should be stretchable. Then we have to measure it. So this only you see how 1, then 2. So this way I can measure and say that is the hand span. And the second one, by this thread, by see from my middle finger. Here 5 fingers, the middle finger. From the middle finger to the elbow. If I use this thread also, see, from the middle finger to my elbow. Okay, this is the forearm, right? So elbow. From this is known as the cubit. What it is? Cubit. Understood? And from this one, third one is from the my thumb. From my thumb to the tip of my nose. If I keep like this, tip of my nose, then this is known as 1 yard. What it is? 1 yard. Understood? These three, they used these kinds of things. Their own body parts they used for measuring the things. Clear? Hand span, cubit and yard. Hand span means from the open palm, that is from little finger to the thumb, and cubit means from the middle finger to the elbow, and then yard means from the nose tip to the thumb. Okay, if I keep like this, thumb. That is the measurement. Now see students, now what is the drawback of okay, drawback of measuring by the body parts? What is the drawback? That means the people, they are in different size, right? Some are taller, some are shorter, some are fat, some are thin. So their body organs are also different. If my hand span, if I used, then it may not be the same by yours, right? Yours are small hands, na? So your palm also be very small, so the size of the distance also be different. So variable distance will be coming. So they can't make a proper fixed measurement by using the body parts. So all these of variations, finally the people forced to find out a fixed measurement. That is the standard measurement. Okay, standard unit of measurement.